Hello everyone. Today we're going to be doing something a little different. I have been playing this fun ROM hack of Pokemon Red and Blue called Pokemon Shin Red and Blue. And this is a ROM hack I played a little while back, but there was a new version released, version 1.23, which is just such a drastic improvement to the original version. And we're going to be getting into it here in a second. There's just so much to discuss for it. It's basically a vastly improved version of the older game. There's just so much to do in it. There's a post-game. I mean, there's just so many features that I don't think I could get it all in a title sequence or an intro sequence. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. And I'm on my emulator right now on an Android. It's called My Boy. I don't know if it's still on the Google Play Store, but Android emulators are great because it's handheld. It feels original. Android Master Race. That's all I got to say about that. But since I'm on an emulator, I don't have to go at 8-bit speed. I'm gonna double the speed with Fast 4 really quick because I'm not a masochist and I don't want to drag in that way. And you can also instantly save and load. So we're just going to load right in. So I'm not starting from the beginning. It just kind of happened that way. I originally wasn't going to make a video about this because I just enjoy playing it by myself, but I thought it was too great of an opportunity to pass up. So we are in Celadon City, and really, you're not missing much. I think Celadon is where the game really picks up to begin with. You missed all the pretty much tutorial early game stuff. But I'm basically going to be going over the features as I play, since there is just so much to cover. For this run, I'm doing a 7U only run, just because you guys know I'm crazy, and then I'll do anything for a challenge, including in the base game. So let's talk a little bit about the mode that I'm playing. This is not your standard game mode at all. I'm actually playing on hard mode. So hard mode is if you have your battle option set to set. I mean, it increases the difficulty in the regular game, right? Because it doesn't give you the option to pull your Pokemon out. It's like battling PvP or on Showdown, The Pokemon just stays in, and that's that. But this set mode has some extra rules to make it harder. So your opponents in the game all have good DVs, whereas in the original game, all the opponent DVs were set to 0 to offset the level difference that you would encounter as you progress through the game. So it would be slightly easier to progress through the game even though your opponent's levels were higher than yours. But in this mode, your opponent's DVs are often better than yours are, even with your stat experience, unless you hunt your own Pokemon that have good DVs in the wild to compete with the trainers. So there is kind of an old school element to hunting your Pokemon in this game. That's kind of a callback to the ancient Link battles and people wanting to catch Pokemon that had good stats to begin with. And let's take a look for a second. You can actually see their DVs in this mode by doing Start A. So these aren't the stats, mind you. These are the DVs. The stats are something different. I can just click Stats, and those would be the stats, right? But if I go back, hold Start, I can see the DVs on this. So the rule for your opponents is in hard mode, all of their DVs, all of their stats are going to be over 8. So if you think on Showdown, it's always perfect. They have 15 in every category. Well, sure, you could try to do that, but you might be searching for like a month before you get a perfect Pokemon in the wild. So it's kind of a trade-off of like finding one that's just good enough. Like as long as I found one that had either stats above 8, like DVs above 8, or if they had a good DV, like if they had a 15 in the one that I wanted, and maybe they had a 6 in something that wasn't valuable, I'd keep it. And then you can also try to mitigate that by using the drugs on your Pokemon later in the game. So like in the original game, it's so funny because I used to call it selling drugs for money, which is what I would do in the original game because money was scarce. So if I got like an HP up or even like a TM or an iron, I wouldn't use it on my Pokemon. There was no need. All the opponents' DVs were always set to 0 anyway, which is probably why you start destroying them in the late game, like almost no matter what, unless your Pokemon's new, because your Pokemon have all that stat experience and your opponent's DVs are always 0. So like it wouldn't matter that they were 10 levels ahead of you, you could still wipe them. But that's not the case here. So I would originally sell the drugs that you use on the Pokemon for their stats, but now, since it's like stats are the name of the game, I'm actually keeping all my drugs. I'm not selling drugs for money. Drug dealing in Pokemon is a real thing. And another cool aspect about the money is in the original game, you were always strapped for cash because there was a limited amount of cash you could get in the game before you got to the Elite Four, in which you could just challenge them over and over again repeatedly. Where in this one, you can re-challenge any trainer an infinity amount of times to get money. So like in the early game, you can farm Brock for like XP and money. So like your early game doesn't suck ass and you're not like always running back to a Pokemon Center. You know, you can farm Brock a few times and buy a bunch of potions and buy a bunch of Pokeballs and, you know, actually do things. Like there's no shortage of money in this one. Let's go ahead and look at the other DVs. Clefairy. And it is a 7U team, and I'll explain the build here in a second. I don't have all the Pokemon that I want quite yet, but I'll explain it in a second here. So start stats. 15, 7, 14, 11. Yeah, I was hunting Clefairies for a long time, and defense wasn't 8, and I was like, you know what? That's fine. I'm tired of hunting Clefairies. I'll just keep going. It's good enough. I'll use an iron on it maybe. And what's ironic is it has a perfect attack stat, and I'm not even going to use an attacking move on this. Oh, additionally, all TMs can be purchased in the game. They're not inexpensive, right? But they can be purchased, so you don't have to worry about being too underpowered, like in the late game, because in the original, you used to have to allocate how many TMs, like what TMs you would use on what Pokemon, and kind of build your team around that. Whereas this, it's more akin to Showdown, and you can just spam TMs on your Pokemon and, you know, not be too underpowered. And you're really going to need that power unless you plan on like stopping and farming levels at like every town you go to, and then so you're at max level by the end of the game. You could do that. You certainly could. I don't think it's a fun way to play the game. I try to avoid farming as much as possible, but you certainly can. But having access to all the TMs is definitely a plus because you can power up your Pokemon more in the early and mid game. And regarding my team, I'm building my 7U team around the final boss, and that's another point I can bring up, is that there is a post game in this Romhack. So it's the vanilla normal game, and then after you beat the Elite Four and you beat your rival, there are challenges after that, and there are bosses after that you can fight, and the final boss is really, really hard. So I just kind of figured, like, I'll build my whole team around the final boss, because he's significantly harder than everyone else. So I have Voltorb, Clefairy, Ivysaur, Dux. That's trade Farfetch'd. He's an HM slave, and I'll come back to that in a second. Jigglypuff, and I'm also looking for a Shelter and a Nidorino. But regarding HMs, you don't need to waste a slot on an HM now. Like, there's a whole separate utility slot for the overworld on your Pokemon that you can opt to use instead of using a move on your 4 move slots. For Farfetch'd, I didn't do that, just because Farfetch'd, I'm not going to use him to battle. He's an HM slave anyway, and he's the only Pokemon on my team that can fly. So he's not even part of the team. I'm just using him to fly around. A little bit of fast travel, a little bit of teleporting. However, there is one annoying caveat to the TMs in this game, and I'll just show you right now. I'm not too far from the surface here. Just run back up here. And that is the 3 most useful TMs in the game are now game corner items, and that's so annoying, but yet so intentional. Like, let's go over here for a second. No, that's the wrong one. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. Thank you. I hate you. Move. Dickhead. So we're going to go to this one. Thunderbolt, Blizzard, and Hyper Beam. They're all game corner items, and I hate that. So there's the single-use ones in the overworld, and then the only way to buy them again is to go to the game corner. That's not for every TM, mind you. The other TMs are scattered around the Pokemarts in Kanto, so you could buy them pretty easily. But these 3 in particular are just a pain in your ass. So let's talk about gambling. I'm Gambler Keegan, and we're going to gamble. There are other ways to make coins in the game that don't involve playing the stupid-ass slot machines. I remember these were just utter nightmare in the original game. It's like, why did you even put this in the game? That's how I feel about it. There is another caveat to these slot machines. We'll get into the alternative ways to make coins in a second here. But since we're at the slot machines, basically, if you catch a Meowth that knows Payday, and then you use it in, or you like start hounding the slot machines in the game corner, and the Meowth does a Meowth sound, that means you found a slot machine with jackpot odds. So there is kind of some saving grace here, and the slot machines don't suck too bad because you can use a Meowth to find the good one. Unfortunately, I'm playing Shin Red version, and Meowth is a blue exclusive. Now, you can still get, this is another huge one, you can get all 151 Pokemon in the same game, Mew included. I'll talk about Mew in a second, but they're like 1% rare. Like 1 to 4% rare. I think mostly 1. Yeah, I think like they all appear in their regular areas, but if you're not in the right version of the game, they have a 1% chance rate in their area. And you can get the starters in 3 other areas. I forgot what they were. They're listed somewhere on the game file, but you can get the starters too. You can get everything, all 151. You don't have to trade to evolve things. They evolve at level 45, I believe. You can catch exclusive Pokemon in the wild. They're rare, but you can catch them. And I think there's a way to respawn the legendaries as well. Like, yeah, if you beat the final boss, you can respawn the legendaries. And Mew, you can get Mew if you get all 150 Pokemon and get your diploma, then you can spawn Mew, so that's pretty cool too. And that is that for the catching Pokemon part. Now for the extra ways to get coin parts. So there's like new NPCs that do different things. I just talked to this cool guy here. This guy, This guy, if you're playing on, is it hard mode? No, not on hard mode. But if you talk to this guy in Celadon, he will give your lower level Pokemon an experience boost in battles. So it's like, you're already well into the game and you want to catch new Pokemon, but you don't want to have to grind their levels up. You can talk to this guy. I mean, I'm kind of doing an Easter egg here. Surprise, surprise. There's a dude here. But if you find this guy, which you will if you're watching this video, he will turn on XP boost for your lower level Pokemon. So if you fight and win against a higher level Pokemon in battle, then your lower level dude will get a multiplier, an experience multiplier. And I don't know if I mentioned already, but playing on hard mode gives you an automatic 50% multiplier to your XP. So you do get a little reward for it, aside from just, doing it to do it. And if you're crazy like me, you'll do it and you use atrocious teams like 7U. So that's that guy. Talking about coins again, yeah. So the evil Game Corner Rocket guy, at the end of the game, if you're feeling sympathetic to Team Rocket, you can come sell Pokemon to him and he'll give you Game Corner coins. And then there's like a rich dude over here in the hotel. Here he is. Hat guy. Get out of my way, dude. He likes to see exotic Pokemon, so if you're a catch-em-all kind of guy, you can go to the computer here, and he'll say, I want to see a Rapidash. And you're like, oh, okay. Beep, boop, boop. Hey, I have a Rapidash. Here you go. He'll be like, oh, it's a beautiful Rapidash, and he'll give you coins for it. So there are other ways to make coins that don't suck. And I just remembered my shelter is going to need Reflect, and I forgot to buy an extra Reflect, so we're going to go grab a Reflect really quick from this one. These are just the normal TMs here, right? Oops, almost bought that. Reflect. Yes. I don't know if I already mentioned the clauses. I don't think I did. I'm going to delete the section if I did, but along with the hard mode, and I am actually playing with battle clauses similar to Showdown. So I have an item clause, a freeze clause, and a sleep clause in this. So I can't use items, and I can only do one sleep and one freeze. And the good side to that is your opponent also has to adhere to those rules. So in the late game, there are opponents who love to spam items, and you think you got them beat, and they use a full restore or like a max potion or something, and you're like, oh my god, why are you cheating? Well, you can finally circumvent that, and they also can't cheese you with sleep. And, freeze was rare anyway, but they can't double freeze you either. And another good thing, I mean, I don't consider it good, but the creator apparently hated it, and I can see where he's coming from, but wrap and trapping moves have been nerfed to all hell in this game. They've been nerfed so bad you can't even use them. And the reason for that is because with the added difficulty multipliers in this version, and there's AI improvements. I guess you should probably say that too, is the AI isn't stupid in this version. The AI actually plays smart in this version. So if you give the AI an option to perma-wrap you in the game, they're going to take it. And the developer ran into a problem where AI with trapping moves would just spam trapping moves, and you couldn't do anything because they were a higher level than you. So you would just get locked unless you grinded your way up to be faster than the opponent's Pokemon. So I understand why they took trapping out. I mean, there are certainly still ways to mitigate, just like there are in Showdown, but I guess they thought it was too annoying to be kept in the game with how strong the opponents were in the game. But the bad side of that is you can't use that strategy either now, and that would have changed my team comp if I were able to do that, because I would have been able to abuse it on the final boss with my 7U team, but now I can't, so I had to find an alternative strategy, and frankly, I don't know how it's going to play out. I'm only in Celadon right now. I don't know if this 7U team is going to match up. There are a lot of things I'm not talking about right now that I'm missing, so let me think for a second. Mew. I don't know if the Mew glitch still works. That's how I used to get my Mew. I would use the the trainer fly glitch to spawn Mew. No, I haven't touched the screen for a while. And that's how I would get Mew, but I don't know if those glitches still work in this one, so that's out of the bag for now. There is another NPC that you can use to activate level matching. So and it's not even level matching, it's like your opponent's Pokemon will always be higher level than you unless you're at level 100. And I also don't know if you can go above level 100 in this version quite yet, because I haven't ever been to that level. But let's say, your Pokemon are at max level. You can go to that guy and say, hey, I've beaten the hell out of this game. Please make it fun again. And he'll be like, okay, well, now all your opponents are level 100 too, so you have fun with that. So you can do that as well. Another huge thing I haven't talked about yet, and possibly the most fun feature in this game, is there is an NPC that has a setting that can randomize the overworld trainer Pokemon, meaning that you don't have to fight the same bland loser-ass trainers every time you run through the game. In this playthrough, all of my overworld trainers have had random Pokemon, which really makes the game so much more exciting and worth replaying. It's super replayable. I really love the hell out of it. What else? Oh yes, items. So you now have 2 backpacks, because in the original game, you only had like 20 item slots, and you would just get clogged up so easily, and you'd always have to be running back to your computer and storing items all the freaking time, just so you wouldn't clog your inventory every time you looted a new area. You get clogged. So if you press start, you have another backpack. So that's super convenient. And I think I'm done here. I'm just going to play through, and if anything else comes into my mind, I'll certainly let you know. But I am trying to get that good old Silph Scope so I can get through the game. Go to the Rocket headquarters. This is the headquarters, right? Yes, because Silphco is a company. So yes, the Rocket headquarters. We're gonna grab some items. I'm gonna go all the way downstairs first. I don't need Double Edge, which is over there. I always hated these stupid slidey teleporters. I think they made them faster. Let me go normal speed, because these were miserable too. Like, you go super slow. Yeah, they made them fast. Thank you. God, that was horrible. These slow-ass teleporters were just a nightmare. What is this, a nugget? Rare candy. Oh, let's go. Fun fact, even in the original game, if you didn't have a revive, you could use a rare candy to revive your Pokemon, because it'll give you a level up health boost. So you could also revive your Pokemon with rare candies, which is what I would do in speedruns sometimes. If my Pokemon died. And we're just gonna ignore the fact that I forgot this puzzle. This guy has really bad vision, so if you stand right here, he won't see you, and you could just walk past him. And we're gonna go all the way downstairs, and I think there's an iron. I think there's an iron over here, right? This is an iron? HP up, dude. I might sell that for money. Because I'm pretty broke right now. I'm so broke right now. Alright, we gotta make this guy poop out a key. Razor Wind. Oh, we love that, TM. That is such a useful move. Alright, man. What kind of random Pokemon you got? Show me your randoms. Oh, he's gonna explode. Oh, he's gonna explode. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. Oh, well. What can I do? Should I go this? Maybe he'll... No, he's not gonna... He's gonna use an attacking move. Oh, that's another thing. So, on top of the fact that your opponents are smart, you can't trick them like you would be able to trick them on Showdown, because the AI knows what move... Or, like, the AI knows what you're going to switch into before you switch into it, which is kind of a boon to them because they're not quite as smart as humans. And depending on what model they're running, like what AI model they're running, they also have a certain % chance to make stupid decisions. So the good trainers, like the trainers classified as good trainers in the game, are going to have smart AI, but, you know, overworld trainers like this Rocket, there is a percentage that he will make a suboptimal move because he's classified as a dumber trainer. But all trainers know what you're going to switch into, so if I switch into this Farfetch'd, I don't know how the exploding AI works, but I'm pretty sure he won't explode on me until he's like about to die. So maybe I'll try that. I'll test it. See if he explodes. Oh, flash, baby. That's why I got flash on this. You're gonna no, don't explode, don't explode. Okay. And it's a crit. Awesome. All right, so maybe he'll miss if he explodes now. So just gonna do some T-bolts. See if I can. Didn't die. All right, no cheap kill. Butterfree, and should I Thunderbolt or should I just make it miss the powder? Yeah, I'm just gonna Thunderbolt. Crit me. Oh, no crit. Oh, you still missed. You suck, bro. All right, give me that key. Yeah, give me that. Do some healing. Need some potions for sure. And I'm gonna need more Thunderbolt here in a second. Do some looting. Do some good old loot. I think this is a nugget over here, because I need money. Yeah, money. SpongeBob me boy. I need the cheese. Super useful Moonstone. Oh, super useful Horn Drill that I'm not allowed to use because I'm adhering to Showdown rules. Get that out of my sight. Worth $0. Like, Moonstones are actually super valuable in the game, but like shop owners will be like, that's a rock. That's $0. I'm not buying that. It's worth 0. What's this? Oh, good. That could actually help me in this section. Okay, guys, I'm really sorry. But I know there's items around here, and they're pretty good, if I remember correctly. But I think I got them all, so. Just gonna casually. Good, he didn't see me. Hyper Potion, let's go. We're so healthy. And I got the lift key, right? Oh, do I have an escape rope, or do I have to do the stupid elevator strat? Oh, fuck me. I don't have an escape rope. Iron? My ass, dude. Backpack number 2. Iron, let's go. Alright, so who needs the iron? I'm pretty sure it's Clefairy, but I want to check these other guys, see if they're lacking. See if they're lacking. No, your stats are good. Your stats are really good. I actually knocked it out of the park with this with this Professor Oak Pokemon. 15 HP, 15 special, 15 speed. Dude's cracked. I have a cracked Ivysaur. Jigglypuff. Are you lacking? What are you lacking? Speed. Need some Carbos on that. Alright. And give this to Clefairy really quick. Very cool. Gotta go back to my other backpack real quick. Nice. Alright, random boys. Actually, who's lacking? 25? Yeah. You're leading. Cannot see the beauty of our evil. Do you know how insane you sound? Yeah, I don't want to stay in on that. We're just gonna go to my extremely overpowered early game Ivysaur that I used to farm Brock like 100 times for money that I lost. Ooh. Just gonna do insta-kill Razor Leaf. I need Swords Dance on this. And level him up to Sleep Powder. Get that final move, Sleep Powder. Oh, Wing Attack, right? Wing Attack. With the crit. Yeah, Wing Attack that, buddy. Oh, perfect. You walked right into that one. I. How would you even say that? Hope you guys enjoy the ASMR finger tapping I got going on. Fun fact, this Jigglypuff, I actually use it to... So, like, the final boss has a Snorlax, and I'm hoping it will be enough to weather the Snorlax and then freeze it with Reflect and Rest and Ice Beam. So that's why the moveset is the way it is. And you don't have Sleep Powder, right? But Razor Leaf be kind of strong, so I don't know. I'll wager it. No, not Leech Seed. Alright, I'm not gonna let my Jigglypuff die. So we're just gonna cheat. You know, that's the bad part about Set, is that your big Pokemon is going to end up hogging all of the experience because he just stays in all the time. Oh, fun fact, there's a super potion behind Giovanni right here. Let's see. Jigglypuff. Yeah, I'm fine with that. And since Giovanni is an important trainer, his Pokemon aren't randomized. He will have his normal ones. Same thing with gym leaders. Same thing with your rival. Trainers classified as important won't have random Pokemon. And Rage is actually kind of more... I shouldn't say more useful. It sucks less. Like, it kind of works like Thrash now, except you don't get confused. So, like, it'll get used a limited number of times, and once it's done, but you can use it to get attack power now. And namely, like, I guess the use for Rage is if you use it on, like, multi-hit moves, you can boost your attack. Oh, and there's obviously new back sprites and color correction in this, which is pretty cool, I suppose. I didn't have a problem with the old back sprites. They looked goofy, but that's just the way it was. But I guess they wanted to, like, make it the HD version. This is a good opportunity to test my Jigglypuff's future effectiveness on the final boss, because we got the normal Reflect setup going on. So we're gonna pretend. Oh, he's using Rage, so it's not too great. Oh, I'm making it stronger. Oh god, I'm making it stronger. Maybe I should just sleep on him, so he doesn't keep powering up. Oh, that's good. That's really good. This is going to be boring. I should just switch out. I did not foresee Rage being actually useful in this scenario, because I'm not going to do too much damage to this Kangaskhan even with a stab, because my Pokemon are bad. I'm just going to try to wake up first. How about that? How about that? All right. Oh, and sleep function's different. So you attack on your wake-up turn, which is why that was 3 moves asleep. And I am just going to cheese him with my level 39 Ivysaur. Damn, he's still hitting me hard. Oh, no. Opportunity cost of switching. Dude, you can't. Oh, my God. I'm going to die. I can't believe this. I am so weak. Alright, buddy, we gotta slow you down. Because, I'm not liking this. And he's raging again, so... He's only gonna get stronger. And this isn't gonna do a lot of damage. Oh, God, I'm gonna... Why is Rage useful right now? I've never seen it be useful. Dude. I'm gonna lose to Giovanni? Are you serious? And he has a ground, right? His last is Rhyhorn, right? Oh my god, I can't use a potion either to bail myself. I'm gonna fucking lose to Giovanni of all people. Yeah, there's that smart AI. Love it. Love it for me. I'm gonna kill you. Please don't die. Please wake up. Come on, come on, come on. Yes! I'm in it. I'm in it. I'm in it. I'm in it. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. And you lose half your money when you die in this. So, like, that's why they let your mom keep your money in Gen 2, is because they were just too lazy to correct the fact that you lose half of all your money when you lose a battle in Pokemon. They're just like, let's just add a mom, and she is like your bank. And then when you get creamed by a trainer, please don't die. When you get creamed by a trainer, you don't lose half your money anymore. Oh, and the opponent has PP now, so I think I might be able to just keep... Horn Attack's his only move, isn't it? Horn Attack is his only move, isn't it? And he's gonna crit me eventually, right? I'm gonna fucking lose to Giovanni right now. I'm stuck in a rest cycle. Please run. How much PP does Horn Attack have? This isn't meta knowledge. I don't know the answer. 25, right? Please. For the love of God. Don't crit me. I'm already broke, dude. You don't need to make me more broke. And then I'll have to freaking do the dumb slide puzzle all over again and walk back down here. I can't believe. I just cannot believe this. God, we're just doing some very engaging gameplay right now. Isn't this very exciting, fast-paced, high-intensity gameplay? Aren't you glad you're watching this? Dude, I'm losing more health every time. Come on. What is this, an OU match? What the hell? Come on, run out. Alright, so another cool feature you can do is you can forfeit in this. So we're just gonna... Oh, yes, there is running from a trainer battle, pal, because I ain't doing this. You can have it. Alright, dude, I'm gonna... Lavender Town! God! God! So yeah, I'm struggling. How broke am I? Super broke. Awesome. Alright, alright. I'm gonna kick the crap out of you this time, Giovanni. I swear. I have the lift key, right? No, there's that stupid gate in the way. I should have gotten escape rope first. Am I even going the right way? No. I'm gonna cut this out. Oh, running shoes, people. I can't believe I didn't mention this before. So I'm walking. Whoa, I can run by holding B. That's insane. Also, you can get on your bike, but I can't inside of a building. So, and that's not the elevator. And I'm on the wrong floor. And I am wasting your time. All right, cool. Really good at this. Yeah, it was a complicated puzzle, wasn't it? Alright, cool. What's he lead with? Onyx? I guess Jigglypuff's alright, but... I mean, we know how that went last time. I hate doing it. I hate leading with my overpowered Pokemon, but we're just gonna... We're just gonna do that. Sorry, Geo. Ivysaur's here, and we're mad. Get one-shotted. Yeah, get out of my face. Oh, Kanga's gone. Eat leaves, buddy. Not so tough now, are ya? No free switch for you. Alright. Should I try? No. Oh! I hit the wrong one. Good thing he doesn't have body slam. Alright, give me that freaking self-scope, pal. Oh, this cannot be. Duh. Gimme. Backpack number 2. Alright, gimme. Oh, I should have gotten an escape rope in Lavender Town, not have to do this stupid, insignificant peon right here. Don't see me. Oh! Oh, no, I have to fight him. Dude, do you not know I just whooped your boss's ass? Like, are you lost? Don't hit me a lot. Don't hyperfang. Don't hyperfang. Thank you. Ooh, I'm not doing that. Another one. That's the thing about this Gen 1, is there's just so many trainers in it. Anyway, I think that's about it for the showcase. No sense in watching me play. You should go play yourself if you have an emulator. And you can find the version by Googling it, because that is what I did. You might have to click through or click X on a bunch of, like, scam ads and viruses, but that's how I got it. You probably have ad blocker because you're smarter than I am. So, yeah, you can do that. But, you know, I love this. I'm having a lot of fun. So much fun that I would even consider making a video on it. So, if you love the old game, I would highly recommend Shin Red or Shin Blue version 1.23. It has to be 1.23, or you're not going to get all the cool features that I covered in the video. If you guys enjoyed this, let me know. If you hated it, also let me know, and I'll stop doing this kind of crap. But I really felt like doing something different and sharing with you kind of a cool old school thing. So if you did like it, I might upload another, and I'll probably add more cuts to it and just include only the good parts and the tilt and the funny stuff. But other than that, I will see you guys in another video. Goodbye.